Greg, you're certainly no stranger to a big stage, but I got to ask you, just earlier in your MMA career, you got here, center of the arena, big fans out here, open workout. What's the feeling like?
Great state of Texas, baby. It feels great. Best fans in the world, best people in the world, best country in the world.
I know your time in Dallas wasn't necessarily all great, but is there something special about being back in Texas?
Did you see any of my time in Dallas?
On the field.
Second Tom Brady whacking people down. So it was a great time. Got to hang out with Tom Brady, baby.
So it does mean something for you to be back here?
Tony Romo, all these guys made my time awesome in Texas, man. I love this place. It's my home, man. It feels great to be back with a warm welcome.
Very nice. Give an idea as far as, no secret, your opponent is not a fan of yours. Have you run across him at all this week? Have you had any interaction with him at all?
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times. Seems like a pretty decent guy, I guess.
Has he tried to intimidate you? Has he tried to engage with you? Have you tried to play those type of games?
I don't think that'd be smart for anybody to do, so nah.
How about you? Is it hard to refrain from maybe, sending a message to him, or is it easy for you?
Oh, no, man. I send my messages in the ring, man. I used to send them on the field. When you're the baddest man on the freaking planet, brother, you don't have to talk trash. You don't got to coax people into fighting before the fight. They lock us in a cage.
Now, I know professional sport, you obviously have rules and things like that, but what is it like for you to have someone constantly antagonizing? What does that feel like?
Kind of like being in the NFL. It's an everyday job, man. No, I'm used to it, dude, and it comes with the territory. You can't have half the planet love you and expect the rest to follow in suit, man. It's a checks and balances kind of thing. It's a democracy. It's their right. It's their purpose in life, and I love it.
I couldn't help but notice your workout out there. There's a lot of kicks. Is that something you're working on? You're trying to send a message out there, trying to show some new wrinkles?
Did it look like I was working on it, or did it look like it's been worked on?
Looked like it's been worked on.
That's all I'm saying, bro. We're here to break faces. I told you earlier, man, this is not a nice guy sport, and I'm a nice guy until they lock the cage. When I get in the cage, I'm coming to break your face in every single way possible. I'm thinking about learning some capoeira, all that stuff, bro. I want to break people down in beautiful, phenomenal ways, and it's coming soon.
How's your progression through the sport been, just from starting out to where you've been now?
A long way, man. I'm a more calm, more happy, more deadly version of myself, man. I found the peace and the violence. I found my spot. I found my niche, and I feel good about it. Nobody can take it away.
I couldn't help but notice you puffing on an inhaler before you came over here. You have asthma?
I have exercise-induced asthma. I'm a hard man to stop. So you know what's up. Yeah, so you see why they can't stop me. Not being able to breathe is nothing.
I was at both of your fights in the Contender Series. When you walked out, I saw a look in your eye that's very rare. There's a glint in there. You look focused, almost in a trance. I saw that again out here. How do you get yourself into that mentality? Is that like, does it go back to your football days? Like, is that how you got yourself warmed up and psyched up?
Not even
and do action?
not even psyched up, man. A long time ago, I found my place. I found a home amongst the elite in the world, in the nation, the 1% of the 1%. And to be there, to be a part of that club, man, you had to be in that zone. You had to be in that zone consistently and every day with like I said, half the world shunning you and looking down on you, hating your team. It's a place where you had to go, man, and I'm slowly but surely finding that place here in MMA and fight sports, man, and I find myself every now and then getting into that zone.
You really are. You found your calling in UFC. You renewed yourself as a professional athlete. At what point, when you were playing in the NFL, did you start to think about wanting to get into MMA?
Man, about halfway through, it was right before my Pro Bowl year. I was looking for ways to become better, to take over the game, just like I am now, man. That's always been my objective, just to want it more than I want to breathe, and you can understand that. It's beyond being tired. It's beyond learning how to punch and fight. It's finding a way to win in every facet of life, man. And for football, that was taking my pass rush into the next game with boxing. It was kind of working on my ground a little bit to open up my hips a little bit so I can get around corners, man. And it took me to a whole nother level. And I made it to the Pro Bowl to continue to dominate, man. And it's translated.
And now you're in for the long haul. You're trying to go for a heavyweight gold division.
Oh, I am going for the heavyweight gold, man. I'm here to take everything that everybody loves and adores and put it around my waist.
Do you have any specific memories of playing with the Cowboys, stuff that stands out as you come back to Texas?
Hanging out in the locker room, man. Hanging out with the D-line. I get a bad rap for being a bad teammate, but I don't think you guys have ever heard of one of my teammates talk bad about me. Even the ones that they say I argue with still love me. You know, there's no bad blood between me, man. And it was nothing like being in the locker room with guys that were in that same zone that you were talking about and sharing that bond. It was a beautiful thing, man. Kind of like I share with Daniel Jolly and a couple of my other coaches. That's the biggest just throwback that I have.
How many rounds does it go?
As many as he wants. We're here all day.
Something that you haven't shown before?
You know, I was speaking earlier on this. My fights are highlighted, man. They're not the most talented people in the ring. I'm not fighting 50-0. I'm not fighting Floyd Mayweather type caliber guys or Cain Velasquez out there. But every fight's a showcase, man. So I'm looking for the finish. I don't have the privilege of going out there trying shit and trying things and making mistakes and errors. So I'm coming to execute. I'm coming to finish the best I know how with the best tools that I have.